Hello everyone, I am Rajiv Sharma in front of you. Now today we discuss about an important relation between the resistivity and the relaxation time with respect to the drift velocity. Relation between resistivity and relaxation time or deduction of Ohm's law. The relation of the resistivity and relaxation time known as the Ohm's law. We know that the relation of current in the term of drift velocity I is equal to NAVDE. N is the number of transforming electron, A is area, VD is drift velocity, and E is equal to charge. If we identify the relation with respect to the resistance, R is equal to V upon I. V is potential difference, I is current. Then we can be easily retain potential difference in term of electric field En, and we know that the relation of current NAVDE. We know that the value of drift velocity Vd is equal to minus EE by m into torque. In the sign of minus we are also neglect because it will be show that the direction of electric field is always opposes the direction of drift velocity. We put the value Vd is equal to EE by m into torque in equation first, then relation R is equal to E into L NA VD. We are also know that EE by m into torque into E. Then the value of resistance with respect to this term R is equal to E into L N E square E torque, and M to be going the position of denominator M. Therefore, E is cancelled from E and the new relation is stabilized in term of resistance R is equal to ML upon NE square torque. It is the relation of resistance with respect to the relaxation times and charge, but identify the relation of resistivity with respect to the relaxation time because we know that the relation of resistivity rho is equal to RA by. Therefore, we put the value of resistance from this relation in that point. The rho is equal to ML square NE square torque into L into A. A is cancelled from A, L is cancelled from L. Then new relation is stabilized. Rho is equal to M upon NE square torque. This relation is stabilized. Rho is equal to M upon NE square torque. because this topic is also called the deduction of Ohm's law. Sometimes in the paper of CBSE, this question is also arises for students. What is the deduction of Ohm's law? That was the correct relation of deduction of Ohm's law with respect to the resistivity and the relaxation time. But the many students to be write the Ohm's law, but it was not the correct answer. Therefore, deduction of Ohm's law, that was the relation between the resistivity and the relaxation time. Now we discuss about the another important topic in this chapter, Kirchhoff's law. Kirchhoff described the two laws, first law and second. The first law of Kirchhoff is also known as the junction law, and second law is called the Loops law. Now we discuss about the first law. Kirchhoff described the two laws, junction law and Loops law. What is the junction law? If the two or more current in inward direction of the junction and the equal amount of current to go outward direction of the junction, but the algebraic sum to be remain constant, that is known as the Kirchhoff's first law, and it is also called the junction. It was generally represented by this figure to like as. At the junction O, if two or more current I1, I2, I3 to go in one direction of junction, but I4 and I5 that will be go in outward direction of junction. In the given figure, we observe that what is the junction law? If the two or more current in inward direction of junction, then equal amount of current go in outward direction of the junction, but the algebraic sum to be remain constant or zero. That is known as the Kirchhoff first. It was generally represented to like as inward direction, that will be the value of current will be positive I1, I2, I3. But I4 and I5 that will be go outward direction of junction, therefore its value to be 0. Junction, that is like as the point, the direction of current in equal amount go in inward, but equal amount of current go in outward direction of junction, then algebraic sum to be 0. It was generally represented by this type of example to like as. In the given figure, we observe that I1, I2, I3 that will be go inward direction of junction, and the sum is also equal to the outward direction of junction, that was 0. In the given figure, we observe that I1, I2, I3 and I4 and I5. The I1, I2 and I3 go inward direction of junction, but the I4 and I5, that will be outward direction of junction, then algebraic sum to be 0 to like as I1, I2, I3 minus I4, I5. We put the value I1 2 ampere, I2 3 ampere, I3 4 ampere, I4 5 ampere and I5 4 ampere. We observe that the total value 2, 3, 4 plus 9 ampere and minus 9 ampere, its value to be 0, and it is followed to the Kirchhoff first law. Once again we repeat, what is the Kirchhoff first law? If the two or more current inward direction of junction but the equal amount of the current go in outward direction of junction but the algebraic sum to be 0 or constant, that is known as the Kirchhoff first law. Now we discuss about the second law, that is also called the Loops law. Loops law, like as in given figure we observe that it is a combination of two cell and internal resistance and external. The Loops law that was generally described the value of the potential difference to be developed in the loops. It is always equal to the value of another loops will be constant or 0, that is known as the Loops law. The total potential difference to be 0 is known as the Loops law, or another word, in any closed circuit when the two or more potential difference to be developed in the device but the junction to be remain constant or 0, that is also known as the Loops law, and it is denoted by sigma b. It is always equal to IR and its value of the mesh to be 0 to like as A, B, C, D, E, F. In given figure we observe that the current to be developed in the forward bias to like as the junction A, C, D, B, A, and other junction we observe that to like as F, C, D, E, F. That was the core closed mesh and the sum of value to be 0 or constant, that is known as the Loops law. Now we discuss about the another important topic, Wheatstone bridge. The Wheatstone bridge, it was generally described by the American scientist C.A. Wheatstone because it is the combination of the 5 resistance PQRS, the value of 4 resistance, but the galvanometer is also behave as the 5th resistance. Wheatstone bridge, it was the function on the principle of Kirchhoff's law, junction law and Louvre's law. It was generally represented by this type of diagram to like as this diagram is represented to the Wheatstone bridge because the four resistance PQRS is connected to each other in form of bridge and is also known as the Wheatstone bridge capacitor. Wheatstone bridge resistance and the galvanometer is also behave as the fifth resistance. It will be applied to the Kirchhoff's law. We know that I is equal to I1 plus I2. That was the sum of total amount of current to moved in the junction. We applied the first law and afterwards second law, that will be formed a loops A, B, D, A. Another loop like as B, C, D, B. Now we take the first loop A, B, D, A. Then the value of current in outward direction of junction, because it is the Loop's law and it will be always equal to V is equal to IR, because the value of potential difference in the mesh outward and inward, that will be remain constant or zero. Therefore we applied the V is equal to IR for the second law of Kirchhoff Loop's law. Then current I1 go from the resistance Q, another go in inward direction of the junction I2, yes, to like this I2 R equal to 0. Then I1P is equal to minus I2 R. Equation first. Another loop B, C, D, B minus I1Q plus I2S equal to 0. Therefore I1Q is equal to minus I2S. Equation 2. Equation 1 is divided by equation 2. Equation 1 is minus I1P divided by minus I1Q is equal to minus I2R upon minus I2S. Minus I neglected, I1 is cancelled from I. P by Q is equal to R by S. Now the relation is stabilized. P by Q is equal to R by S, because it will be followed to the Kirchhoff first law and second law, that will be generally followed to the second law in the terms of loops. That will be the two loops is formed, and the value of P by Q is equal to R by S, because it is known as the bridge, because the 5 resistance are connected to each other. The galvanometer is also behave as the 5th resistance. This figure is also represented in this type. P by Q and the galvanometer, that is behave as the 5th resistance, RS. It is known as the Wheatstone bridge. Once again we repeat this. What is the Wheatstone bridge? Wheatstone bridge, it was generally described by the American scientist C.A. Wheatstone in 1930. Because the 4 resistance P, Q, R and S is also connected in the form of bridge, and between the P, Q, R, S, the galvanometer is also behave as the like as the bridge to be connected from the 4 resistance. It is known as the Wheatstone bridge. But the value of the 5th resistance to be neglected in this term, and our component to be stabilized, P by Q is equal to R by S. Now we discuss about the another important topic in this chapter, meter bridge. What is a meter bridge? Meter bridge is an instrument to identify the value of given unknown resistance. It is always function on the principle of the Wheatstone bridge. But the question is arises in front of you, why are we say to the meter bridge? Because it was constructed on 1 meter wooden scale. It is known as the meter bridge. To like it was generally represented by this type of the diagram, meter bridge. What is meter bridge? Meter bridge is an instrument to identify the value of given unknown resistance, that is known as the shunt. The value of unknown resistance, in another word we can say that unknown resistance, it is also called a shunt, and it will be work in the principle of Wheatstone bridge. First we draw the circuit diagram. It was generally circuit diagram because the A, B, C, D, the 4 metallic strip, it was generally formed by the copper, but we are also used as the steel strip, and it is connected form of the principle of Wheatstone bridge, and it will be connected with help of the metallic screw. Once again we repeated what is the meter bridge. Meter bridge is an instrument to identify the value of given unknown resistance that is known as the shunt, and it is work in the principle of Wheatstone bridge. Working method, how will we function it? It was generally experimental apparatus, and it will be also used in the our lab manual in experiment. First we draw the circuit diagram, and afterward with help of the metallic jockey, it was the metallic jockey to like as the pen, when the jockey to be touched from one point to another point are slided on the meter, 1 meter consistent or magnesium wire, and touched to the metallic strip that was the mounted on the metallic strip. First we observe that the deflection of galvanometer. What is the galvanometer? Galvanometer is a device to identify or detect the current. The galvanometer is also function on the linkage of magnetic flux and identify the direction of the induced current. When the jockey to be touches the point A, then the deflection of the galvanometer go in point D in opposite direction. If the jockey touches from D, then deflection of the galvanometer is also in A. Our circuit is connected. And by and by, that was the RV. It is so that the resistance box by and by we pull the 1, 2, 3 ohm resistance and observe the reading of the galvanometer at the meter scale. Because the galvanometer is represented the null point, where the needle point on the meter scale, the distance to be covered by 0, it is known as the null point. It is work in the principle of Wheatstone bridge. P by Q is equal to R by S. We identify the value of unknown resistance and specific heat resistance. When observe the S, then relation is Q by P into R, and V can be written 100 minus L upon L into R. Because 100 minus L, that was the deflection of the galvanometer observed on the meter scale, there the null point to be observed. If the value of P, because the value of P, it was the represented on meter scale where the null point observed to like as 65 centimeter, then value of P 100 minus 65, because that value was the given of the resistance box 1, 2, 3 ohm. By and by we put and identify to the value. If the resistance put 1, 2, 3, and if the resistance is pulled from the resistance box 1 ohm, then deflection is observed at the point P to like as any distance 65, etc. Then value of Q 100 minus 65 into 1. If resistance is 2, then same formula is also used, 100 minus L upon L into R. If the resistance is pull on the resistance box 3, then observe the reading once again to like as this formula. We identify to the value of specific resistance and identify the value of specific heat resistance with help of meter bridge. Then we pull the unknown resistance that was given by the consistent or magnesium wire. When we observe the diameter of the given shunt and the length, we put the value of length and the diameter, because we identify the cross sectional area and we identify the radius, then R is equal to D by 2. Then the for specific heat resistance, rho is equal to pi R square by L into S. We pull the resistance, unknown resistance, that was generally shunt. It was consistent or magnetic wire. When the consistent or magnetic wire, we identify the diameter with help of the screw gauge and observe the length of the given unknown shunt, and we identify the value put in the mathematical relation rho is equal to pi r square by L into S. If we identify this value, and it was the value of the specific heat resistance of meter bridge. Once again we repeat this instrument. What is meter bridge? Meter bridge is an instrument to identify the value of given unknown resistance. Why are we say to meter bridge? Because it was constructed on 1 meter wooden pivoted structure that is known as the meter bridge, because it was generally 1 meter scale. We use the consistent or magnetic wire in the form of shunt, and the meter scale have also mounted 1 meter consistent or magnetic. It is generally work in the principle of Wheatstone bridge. We are also know that the principle of Wheatstone bridge, P by Q is equal to R by S, and we identify the value of S with help of formula S is equal to Q by P into R. In the given figure, we observe that the resistance box 1, 2, 3 ohm resistance is by and by. Pull on the resistance box and observe the reading of null point at the meter scale with help of metallic jockey. When we observe the null point at the galvanometer, that was the reading of P, and we use of the value of Q 100 minus L and put the value of resistance by and by 1, 2 and 3 ohm resistance. But in the specific heat resistance, in another case, and we put the given value of unknown resistance shunt, and we pull the resistance that was unknown resistance. It was a value is unknown, and we pull from the meter bridge and observe the diameter and the length, and we put the length and the radius in the specific heat resistance formula. Rho is equal to pi r square by L into S. That was the total concept of the meter bridge, and we identify to the value of unknown resistance shunt with help of the meter bridge. Now we discuss about the of another topic another day. Until then, goodbye.